Hello again guys and welcome to today's video. So in today's video I want to share with you some of my favorite habits that have really made a massive improvement on me achieving my goals and on achieving high performance throughout my weeks, okay? So habit number one, there's a certain day of the week where I usually plan most of my week, okay? So this day is key for me, and it's also where most of these habits that I'm gonna tell you about take place. Not all of them, but most of the habits that I do on a weekly basis take place on this one day that I assign, one day of the week, and I assign it this very same day too. So number one, I have this list that I do every single month where I write my 5-year goals on different areas of my life. So it's like business, family, spiritual, mind, relationships, social, and I don't remember. Oh, and 7 is just some other extra things that I want to do, right? So on this month I check my 5-year goals, and then I break it down to 1-year goals, or no, 3-year goals, then 1-year goals, then 6 months goals, then 3 months goals, then monthly goal. And usually I don't change much of the 5-year goal, but every month I'm updating them. Okay, so this one day of the week I will check my monthly goals, and based on my monthly goals, every 4 weeks I will update my monthly goals, but based on my goals that I have for that month, I will write my weekly goals. Okay, so that's habit number one. I will check at my goals, my monthly goals, and then I will write down my goals for that week. And this is very, very important because it helps me a lot to see what I'm aiming to, and also kind of see if like receiving on the depending on the feedback that I received from last week, kind of helps me see if I'm aiming too low or I'm aiming too high, or kind of the modifications that I have to do. Okay, so I write down my goals for the week, and when I do goals for the week, I don't break it down to like social, business, relationships, blah blah blah. I don't break it down into the 7 things that I told you about. If you want to do it, that's great, and I think that's actually probably more helpful, but I don't do it myself. So I write my weekly goals. Then once I know my weekly goals, I will write down the tasks that I have to do to achieve those goals. Okay, so if I want to set up a video for my website, or if I want to open my website, or if I want to create a new ad or something like that, I will break down the steps that I have to do in order to achieve that goal. Okay, and right now I'm talking about business and stuff like that, but it works for every single thing that you want to do. You want to break it down into like action steps and tasks that will help you to achieve that goal. So I break that down, and now I have my list of tasks that I have to do to achieve my goals. And now I go to my my third habit. I plan my week. So I will write down all the activities that I have to do for my week. So for example, if I have to work, if I have to do laundry, if I have to clean my room, if I'm gonna meet with friends, if I'm gonna go to the gym. And this is where I also plan my days where I create my content, or where I decide the topics that I'm gonna speak to you about on YouTube or on Facebook and stuff like that. This is what I do on the activities that I do on my week, plus I put the tasks that I wrote down for my goals on this activity list for the week, and then I start assigning them by priority on my week. So I have Monday to Sunday, and I do all these things I'm telling you about. I do it on the same day, and I do it on Evernote. Yeah, Evernote, that's the app, I believe. Evernote, the green one, on different like notebooks, and I just write down like different notes inside the notebooks for these things. So I plan my week on that. I usually do this on every single Friday, because I want to make sure that Saturdays, because it's usually the days where people have most time available, is usually where they start to become very lazy, or where they go waste all their time. So I do this on Friday to make sure that from next day on Saturday, I will start going hard on my priorities. Okay, and that's the reason why I do it on Friday. So now that I have all this list of tasks and my activities that I have to do for the week, I start assigning them from Saturday to Friday, or from Friday to Friday by priority. And this had helped me a lot, just to see like an overview of my week and to have my priorities in place and to help me achieve, like, literally to move forward. Because otherwise you don't have like a record or somewhere where you want to go. Okay, so that brings a lot of clarity to your aims, to your head, and to actually make it possible and take action about it. So that's number 3, where I plan my week. Number 4, it's I write a diagnosis of my previous week. So usually before I go to bed, I make a video about like my nighttime routine sometime. So before I go to bed, I have this like daily journal where I write down my day, how it went, and most importantly how I felt during the day. And I'll write down three highlights of the day, or 3 insights, or 3 things that I've learned, 3 things that I felt grateful about or proud about myself, something that maybe I did that I felt like that was cool, 3 stupid things that I did on that day, or 3 mistakes, or 3 things that I could have done better or acted in a better way, and 3 things that I was scared about or I was worried about. Okay, so that also brings me a lot of clarity on the things, first of all, that I'm like avoiding or that are stressing me out. So once I write it down, it helps me to become more relaxed about it, and to also like do something about it. And also 3 things that I feel grateful or proud about. It makes me like realize, it brings perspective, and it also helps me realize that sometimes it's good to like palm yourself on your back when you do something that you're proud about. There's nothing wrong with that. And thirdly, 3 mistakes or things that I could have done better. And this one had been crucial also for me, because it had helped me to see where I'm lacking off, or 3 things that I was not proud about that I really need to see how to start to make a change on that, or just some mistakes that I did that I could have acted better. Yeah. And 3 things that I've learned. Okay, so that's like one of the things that I do before the bed. And so coming back to my habit, the diagnosis. So I check my daily journal of last week, and based on that, I will write a diagnosis of how the week went, the things that I didn't do, the things that I had to do, or the things that I did. And I'll write down 3 things that I learned from the past week. And sometimes that helps me to create like a new video. Sometimes I do make a video regarding one of the things that I've learned. And also I write down 3 things that I would like to implement for next week, or that I like to double down, or that I would like to start focusing on for next week. Okay, so that's habit number 4, I believe. And habit number 5, it's I write a strategy for next week. And this is more like a visualization kind of technique. So I write down how I think, or how I want next week to go, and it helps me to bring more clarity about the things that I want to do, and to it makes things easier for me to just to act in it. And I write down how I'm gonna implement the things that I want to implement, or how I'm gonna make sure that I achieve the goals that I set for that week. So that's number 5. And number 6, it's I do my prep meals, and I buy my groceries also on that same day. So on the day that I'm planning my week, I buy my groceries, and I buy it like based on my diet that I'm making. So it's like I do count like my macros on my protein intake, fat and carbohydrates, and I know exactly what I'm gonna be eating every day. So I know that, for example, that forces me to not like eat junk food, because I know already what I'm gonna be eating for that day. So it just makes it easier for me to not like start eating something else, because it's like I already have food, or I already know what I'm gonna be eating, so there's no need for me to eat that. Or if I did eat something extra, then I know that I ate something extra, and that I'm probably gonna have to either do some extra cardio, or that I'm gonna have to take off something from my diet. Okay, or maybe I don't do that, but maybe I do, which usually I like kind of play with that, but it makes me like kind of know where my diet is going. Okay, so if you want to kind of have track of your diet, that's a good habit you can start doing. Obviously, this is just me. It works out for me, and I do it especially because I don't like to waste time on cooking every single day, and because I've been doing this for a long time, and after doing it for a long time, I thought, okay, maybe it's useful to start like counting my calories. If I'm gonna do it anyway, then why not do it in a healthy way, right? So maybe that's a good tip for you if you wanna like get in shape. That might help you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And another habit that I do, it's just like clean my room. I do like to make sure that everything is in order and not like having a mess around. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. These habits, they truly help me a lot to be more organized and to have more clarity and to know where I'm going and to know the things that I've done wrong and how to improve them, and to kind of have it's kind of like taking myself apart from my life and kind of see where my life is and where I want it to go to and where it has been and what I want to do with it. Okay, so it brings me like an outsider perspective. Of course, I'm still biased because I'm myself and I'm staying at it, but it does help me a lot to kind of know the things that I've done wrong and how to improve it. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I hope it helps you. And these are some habits that for me, they've truly helped me a lot. Some of them, like I think I probably start like the diagnosis and the strategy, I probably started doing it like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, and it has helped me a lot to kind of improve some things that I want to be improving, and also like to kind of realize the things that I haven't put much effort into doing because I just haven't even thought about it. Like I knew it, but I just never actually like saw that clearly. So that helped me a lot with that. So I hope that helps you too. And again, if you enjoyed today's video and if you like the content that I've been posting and these videos, then please click the subscribe button. It will mean a lot to me, and give it a like to this video and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And that's it. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Ciao.